Hey, Judy, it's going all right, I guess. It's another day. Hey, Tin Girl, how are you doing? Got a straight hair from a mustache tickling my nose. There we go, guys. Sorry about that. Well, I'm starting to get these old bags under the eyes. Hey, Holly and Ben, how are you doing? Trying to figure out where some of these wrinkles are coming from, guys. Good Lord. When did I get old? There's a song called When Did I Get Old? And yeah, I understand that song now more than anything. Hey, Carrie. Yeah, she popped on. She joined. How y'all doing today? Let me clear my top of my screen up here. Looks like we're under a severe thunderstorm watch. Hope everybody's doing fantastic today. It is just one of those days around here. I don't like I said, I take my glasses off. I can't see. But man, I tell you, like around the eyes, I'm starting to look old. My phone brings up memories, like how like Facebook are doing stuff, and it does it with pictures. And it brought one up where I took a picture of my graduation pictures back in 1998, and I was just like, "Oh my god, good grief!" Fast forward to almost 30 years later. Hmm. Around the eyes, this is called insomnia, and it's kicked in bad. Hey, gardening girl. Hey, gardening girl. Hey, gardening girl. Trying to hang in there. Trying to do our best to hang in there. That's about the most you can do these days. So, hey, Rose. Hey, Amelia. Hope you are doing good today. Everybody tapping that screen, guys. Everybody tapping the screen. If you're coming in just for a few minutes, double tap the screen. Hey, Judy, how you doing? Y'all bear with me one moment. Put you guys on a brief pause. I'll be right back. Be right back. Be right back. I had to take a brief intermission there. I'm here dreaming, Annie. How are you doing? Had to run to the restroom, and me and my honeybee and me. You don't remember that song? That's an old song. And I like 50s and 60s country. We were switching spots and all that good stuff. Uh, that just popped to the worst way. You know, ever like go to pop your neck or something and it gives you like just a feels like just a portion of the pop. Yeah. Sometimes it didn't burn that time. It just kind of popped and tingled for a second and didn't feel too satisfying. If I'm looking down a lot and I look up, my neck pops, it burns. Hey, Mountain Love, how are you doing today? Yeah, when I worked at Rough Country, we had to look down a lot because we was counting parts and putting them in a bag, and I'd get to the machine to seal the bag, and that's what basically when you go down the whole table looking down counting, you get to the machine to seal the bag, and that's when you would look up, and I'd catch myself. I'd look up, my neck, and just start burning, and I was like, "Oh man, it's time to take a few minutes to stretch." When that happens, hey Cynthia, I'm good. How about yourself? I'm, you know, that's the biggest lie someone tells is I'm good. It's like I'm saying I'm good, and I'm really not good. I got a nail right there where I cut them earlier. One in the corner, just still sharp. And it's like sometimes you just say you're good just so other people don't worry about you. But it's like I tell you guys, I haven't been sleeping. Yeah, it's like you don't want to burden other people with your problems, and then if it's someone that you love and you know is close to, and they're like, "Oh, I'm good," you know, they're just saying that because they don't want you to worry about them. But unfortunately, we all still do. Uh, and then a lot of times you just say you're good because you well, people run and tell your business so much. If you try to open up about something that's bothering you or something that happened and you do it with one person and then the next day 20 people know, it's like, that's why we say I'm good. Oh, Lord, yeah. Said that right. They judge you fat, you know. They'll listen to you, then judge you and talk about you, and it's just like, exactly. I'm not, listen, if I'm talking with somebody, I don't take their stuff any further than that. It's between me and you. If it got anywhere else, it's because you ran out and told them. And I've got a few friends. I got one friend that I know I could go tell him, hey, I murdered someone and buried them in a cornfield, and he'd take that to his grave. But yeah, Dustin, we're in a room right now. We do have some stuff going on Monday, and hoping that all that plays out the way it's supposed to. Then we can get everything continue on paying and getting caught up, and you know, so that's the game plan. But we just gotta. I don't know. I know what I'm. I know. You ever just struggle with something? And again, guys, I don't care who's streaming me. I really don't. It doesn't matter. And yeah, I try. Sometimes that's hard. And here lately, that's one of the biggest things I've been dealing with is, and the negativity has set in, and I can't get past it. And it's like one thing piles on top of another, on top of another, on top of another, and then I'm just like, oh, man, you know, uh, just get to the point to where you're just like, when does it end? And you know, here's the point. I get on here because we do have a lot of good people on here, a lot of good friends on here, and I got on here and shared about where my mental health was, and you would not believe the amount of people who made fun of that, who accused me of weaponizing my mental health, and it's like this. It's just some people's minds. I just can't figure out how some people work. Um, you know, last night I was on live and someone asked me about our car, if I had it fixed yet. I told them no. They asked me what was the issue. I told them what the issue was. That was all that was said about the car. But apparently I was dry bagging to get the car fixed. Oh. And because we talked about how much you like pumpkin spice stuff, yeah, I was dry bagging for pumpkin spice stuff.
Oh my god!
So can you not come on here anymore and talk about things you like if you're? I mean, that's Country Snark and Night Shift. That's them too. If I put, I love the rain, they'll be on there talking about how I'm dry begging for rain. You know,
grow up, y'all. Find a hobby.
Oh, they've got one right here. Says, oh, some of them do. And it's just. I would hate to know, honestly, I would hate to know that my life revolved around waiting for someone to get on TikTok so I could go talk about it. Because y'all can't have a life outside of what y'all do on here. There's just no way. You know, there's no way in hell Some of y'all have a life on here because y'all are on here from early in the morning to late at night streaming other people, and that goes back to where you can't even talk. You can't talk anymore. So it's just like, I don't know. I guess they need to deflect them sitting in the room with an RSO and taking up for the RSO. Y'all haven't caught that much of the drama. Go recap. You look at one person on this app, and everybody she's ever had sit with her has turned their back on her and ran. But yet people still take her word from it. Like, something's got to be wrong with that. Hey, Rose, how are you doing? You know, if hey, Save Lives. Good afternoon to you. I'm here, Rose. I'm here. It's been a long week. It's nice to see you too, Save Lives. Might do some battles here in a little while. Just don't want to do any battles right this second. Yeah. Well, I was looking for Bean, but I forgot she's up there with you. Annie, it's hard to leave the stress behind. It really is. Like, I try so much to leave the stress behind, but it's like, all right, Carrie. So, everybody has stress. So I mean, it's like we all deal with stress. And if anybody can tell me how just to leave the stress behind, I would gladly appreciate that. I move around a lot. I definitely know I do. My hips hurt, my back hurt. I get sitting still, one hip will hurt. Rose, I tried that once before, and it just didn't. It really didn't do me any good. Like, somebody else told me it. Writing in the journal helped them a lot. And I tried it, and it just. I would just sit there and look at the paper and like couldn't figure out what I'm supposed to write. I am. The fan just blowing your hair everywhere, ain't it?
Yeah, I know.
I ain't seen your hair this long in forever. No, right now my biggest stress is we don't have anything to eat, and And then let me go ahead and block that. The name of that person was "Get Off the App, Fatty."
Say
I
like
pretty
that.
well know who that is because they like to send DMs and they're not smart enough to um, not change their emails for the different accounts they're making.
Mm,
And but then their emails has their name in it,
yeah.
so it's like y'all bear with me. Here we go. Yeah, I can tell it's the same one. And they send a message and they like to make sure they call me fatty in it. But they make a burner account and they make it with their email address that has their name in it. So yeah, I've done reported their main account several times to TikTok. I know their Facebook. I know their Instagram. I know everything about them because they're. I mean, if you're going to make a burner account to harass somebody, you should really make that burner account with an email address that doesn't have your real name in it. You know. So, but it just goes to show. Uh, that goes to show some of their ignorance. It really does. Yeah, Juju has food. Juju has plenty of food. It's me and Angela who don't have any food. And I'm gonna ask if anybody can help with anything going towards it to get us something to eat. You know, you'd be saving us right now. Yeah, Juju has food. I have been. Huh. So yep. I could work 5 jobs, film myself at every job, and put it on TikTok, and um, some people would still argue with me about it. Nope. Do not get food stamps. Used to, but don't anymore. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. How long do y'all think a little bit of money is supposed to last? I haven't, I'm not in Dyersburg anymore at Harbor Freight, so
What's on?
Jay Malone, because I actually make too much money to qualify for food stamps because there is a limit that puts you over the bracket. Well, you see, I work and I get paid, and there's a limit there that you can make that you still qualify for food stamps, and there's a limit that after you make so much, it really starts knocking it down. But once you hit a certain point, you don't get them anymore. So I'm past that point. Hey, Simplicity, how are you doing? Right now, I'm trying to pay everything I can to keep us in this room. I actually got to go Monday, and guys, it ain't like it's a huge amount that you got to make to not get food stamps. If y'all ever was on them or ever had to look into them, y'all would know that it's not like it's you make $1,000 and they cut you off. No, it's not. You make a little bit over $300 and they cut you off. So you know, I don't know what number y'all think it is that they cut it off at because it's Carolyn. They do when they have them. Jay Malone, they help when they have the food to help. Hey, Janie, how are you doing? It's a lot lower than that in Tennessee. Because there's been people come in my chat and they're like, hey, I draw a check and I don't get, but I think one woman said she got like a little bit over $1,200 a month on her check, and she only got $22 a month in food stamps. Yeah, yeah. It really is, Queen. It really is. Eleanor, some weeks we're barely making it and surviving. Some weeks we're not making it. Yeah, Queen, you're right. I mean, $100 in groceries doesn't go anywhere. You know, and we'll get up and we'll eat breakfast because we buy eggs; they're pretty cheap. Um, well, in the state of Tennessee, Eleanor, I make too much money. I think I just said this. I make too much money to apply to get food stamps. So, guys, we ain't answering all these deep questions about work. I'm not doing it. I've already said I'm not doing it. I've said it every live, especially with someone who has no followers and only following one person. And I'm probably the one person you're following. Queen, I'm used to it. It's crazy. Rose, what I'm talking about are these people who's got. I mean, it's a brand new account, zero followers, and following one person. Usually, that's exactly where the trolls are at. They'll make these burners accounts. Hey, Terry, they'll come in here. just to aggravate. But I do not talk much about my job. Like I said, some weeks it keeps us afloat, some weeks it doesn't. You know, and not just you personally, George. There's a lot of Well, George, I'll tell you what scares me the most is I talked about my job before when I was at Harbor Freight in Dyersburg, and people from this app got me fired from calling my work, sending and threatening letters. They got me and my wife both fired when we worked at McDonald's. So I do not give away anything on a live. I don't give anything to any of them that they can figure out anything I do. Uh, so it's I just can't give anything away because I just said how they got me fired. Calling in, calling the actual workplace, threatening, to come in there and bang bang the whole place up, sending letters in and threatening to come in and unalive me and anybody else who is there if I'm working. You know, so that's what I that's what we've dealt with. They called the hospital when Angela was in the hospital for 9 days. They called up their starting. They do, Queen. And it's like they call the places that the hotels we've been staying at, trying to get us kicked out of there. They've successfully done that a few times. Um, they virtually ran us out of our hometown. So it's been. Thank you, Jessica, for the heart me. That's been what we've been dealing with for the last year and a half, 2 years solid.
Yeah.
Of people on here. Uh, there was a page on here, and the guy's whole content was posting pictures of where I was at. You know, he had a picture of, oh, I came to your work today and you didn't even know it. Well, I didn't know it because he was hiding behind. I didn't know who he was. No, they don't leave me alone when I'm off the app. Okay, Jesse. That's just the thing. It still goes on whether I'm on the app or not. I can step away from the app. Well, I stepped away from the app. We stepped away from the app for a month solid, and still dealt with phone calls, letters, people sending me emails, and you know, tracking down my Facebook, messaging me on there. So yeah, the
They
amount.
ripping pictures off my Facebook.
Oh yeah, they was screenshotting your Facebook and reposting them. Yeah, I have. I sure have. When the Facebook groups are set up to help people, like the Dyersburg Free and the Dyersburg Blessings, and they're set up to help people, and we needed help. Yeah, I got on there and asked.
That's what they're there for.
Yeah, Janie, she's feeling pretty good today. I reckon.
Yeah, yeah.
She's sitting over here with me. Yeah, most definitely was Queen, and I knew it.
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm just trying to wrap my mind around all the immaturity in these adults on the South.
Just for future reference, if you're going to get on here and say your name's going to be "you're full of crap liar," it's not that you're. It's the U, the YOU apostrophe RE. So at least if you're going to get on here and do that, at least use proper grammar. She's doing really good. She's been doing better every day. I tell you, she has really fought to come back from everything that's been going on with her. She's made the changes that she was supposed to have made. Um, she's been doing great. I'm proud of her because she's okay, Jesse. No, we don't have fleas. Do you have fleas?
What? What? Just God. I can't help but just laugh at some of this stuff. What?
Yeah, that one I'm
Are we 8 again?
thank you, Gen X. Gen X. Gen X. That name really messed my mind up there for a minute. 1978. Thank you for the roses. Appreciate that. I think that's the first 5 roses of the day. We've been trying to hit 25,000 roses in forever. Thank you for the donut. Appreciate that. Rose, that's the bad thing about it. Well, I know who some of them are. I know exactly uh, who some of them are. Um, but there's so many of them that just hide behind fake names and stuff. And it's just. Thank you, Jessica, for the roses. You know what? Jessica sent roses earlier. I forgot about that. Or she sent the heart me. Thank you, Jen, for the roses. Appreciate any gifts. Yeah, and we always say nobody has to send gifts. Oh yeah, they have fake names. They never show their faces. But they slip up from time to time. And then it's like that's when you know. It's like one streamer that cannot wait for me to get on every time. But that's been all slipped up. I know exactly who she is. I know exactly where she lives. I mean, pinpointed to where if I wanted to, I could be just like them and dox her to the point to where to give her address away. But I don't do that. You know, even though they've got on here and doxed everything about court Monday, time and everything. So and people, some of these people pay for apps and websites so they can look up information on people, and I'm just like, man, I don't get it.
I would find something better to do with my money than to nose around in other people's business.
Seeing that one, see that's a blatant threat. Yes, Barry would not like his address out there on that day. See, that's what they do. See, that's the threat you get because they dox you. Then if you turn around and try to dox them, they threaten to start doxing your family. Because that's all that was. My dad's name is Barry. So it's okay for this woman to put my name out there, my whole business out there. But I didn't tell anybody where I lived because I was doxxed by somebody else. I never once got on here and told anybody where I live. No, it's not public information. I've never made it public where we moved to. I never made it public to the town until recently, where we're at. But they basically just hunted me down. They kept on pushing. They kept calling places, acting like they're this person, acting like they're that person, until they found out where I'm at. So, but then again, is that not a? I mean, we can dox you, but if you dox us, we'll dox your family. It's one of my favorite episodes. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Wendy. So it's kind of like I can tell everything I want to tell on you, but if you say one bad thing about me, I'll put your dad's address out, your this out, that out. I mean, that was just what was said from one of the trolls. And I'm not saying it's the awareness leaders that get on here and everything, but it's their fan base that does it. Some of them is the awareness leaders because they find out where you're at, they dig into your information, and then they post it all online. So, guys, if anybody could help us with anything going towards something to get us some groceries, something to eat, it would be you'd be saving us today. You really would be. Right now, we don't have nothing. So. Well, thank you, Wendy. Well, thank him. Go take that please tap off because hey, heaven can wait. How are you doing? Guys, I've got to pause you guys for 1 second. Okay, guys. I take a water pill. Because I'm off. That's why I'm not at work right now. Yo, hang on a minute. Not when there's no extra shifts to pick up. No. Been looking for one. Angela is trying to get her disability, especially with this last little medical stuff that happened to her, health stuff. Could be what? Hey, Spread Love, how are you doing? Fine to text. So if anybody on here could help us with anything to go towards getting us something to eat, we're trying to get something together for supper. Trying to make anything we get stretched as far as we can. Thank you, Spread Love. Y'all hang with me. It's me. I don't have one personally, and you're about to be bombarded by messages if you haven't been already. I've been using my mods, and I don't think she's in here at the moment. I never can remember what it is. Those both though, those two or three people to uh, in the live to just go, no, don't send him money, don't do this, don't. That's pretty bold of them. At least they stood up in front of everybody. Rosie, well, there's two here. Right now they're replenished. There's a blessing box across town that, and the other day it got filled up, and it's maybe 20 minutes away from us, maybe not that far. I seen the post when it was made. It said it was made like 20, 30 minutes ago. When I seen that post, and then I went and told my neighbor because he's in about the same situation we are. Um, we rode over to it, and then it was empty by the time we got there, and that sucker was full. Is that Burtney? I've never seen the name Burtney. Because some people have labeled me this horrible, horrible person, and I'm not. I'm not. They've labeled me a scammer. You can say I'm a beggar because, yeah, I have begged for help. I have.
Well, here's my thing about that, okay? You do what you have to do to make sure your family's taken care of. And if these people that are saying this stuff about us and about you,
Hey, Jamie.
are if they got this situation, are they trying to tell us and everybody else they would just sit back and let their family do without? Because if that's the case, they're not very good people. They're very low.
I mean, hey, if you want to label me a beggar, that's fine. Go ahead. I've never scammed anyone out of anything. I handled a couple situations horribly wrong. I did. I've always owned that. The one and only. Well, I'll be looking into Spread Love. I don't know him. I don't know them. I'll say it that way. This is the first time I've ever had any kind of encounterings with them. And if their page is what you say it is, they won't be back in this room because I'll block them. Matter of fact, I will go look at it right now on my wife's phone. I'd appreciate you bringing that up. I don't know everybody online. Or are you logged into anything on your phone?
I'm not sure.
But I've never scammed anybody. If I said the money was going towards something, that's what it went for. You can say I stole, I scammed. No, I handled a couple of situations horribly wrong. I did.
But everybody makes a mistake. Nobody's perfect. But these awareness people try to make themselves seem perfect.
Oh yeah, they do, and they just had the big deal with this awareness with some of them sitting with an RSO.
Yeah.
And the stuff, and they're saying that God bless. Okay, I logged your stuff out when all that stuff happened at the hospital.
Oh, okay.
What's TikTok Pro? Apparently you got TikTok Pro.
I do. I don't need to get on there.
Listen, look that up. Well, I'm trying to get her logged in. I've never heard of Spread Love. I have not. If they are like y'all say they are, they won't be back in them. It's that simple. I don't deal with body shaming. I don't deal with drama more than I have to. Exactly, Jamie. And I've never not owned the fact that I've handled the situation about paying New Mexico Nana and just Janet back. I screwed that situation up beyond noticeable. I never once not said I had. You know, but as far as getting on here and saying, "Hey, I need $100 for the room," and then I go out and, as I'm constantly accused of going to buffets. Oh wow, this is your old account.
Oh,
Okay, that's good. That's good enough for me to look somebody up.
yeah.
Because everybody keeps telling me that Spread Love is not a good person, which is kind of ironic with a name like Spread Love.
Yeah.
And that's awesome, Angie. It was great that you did that. I'm looking at the what happened in Indiana. I have not been up to date on anything. Is this something new that's happened in Indiana? Okay, it's the flooding. Okay, I seen the flooding. I just didn't know if it was there's something else that happened. I'm looking at this profile, guys. That's why I'm just. Oh, that's a little weird. I'd heard it was flooded pretty bad. Um, but I didn't know if there was anything new going on. So her page basically looks like the same old crap that you see from every other awareness, I guess. Thank you, Letitia. That would definitely help. There's a lot to decipher on this. This page is kind of crazy. Okay, that's fine. If you let someone else make your decisions for you, that's fine. Or if you just did that just to be an ass, hey, that's good job. This is too much to decipher with this, but apparently, the ones that was telling me about spread love, if y'all seen her page, there's a lot on every freaking post. Apparently, one of the things on there was got old Mikey on there, old Sprite can, talking about somebody telling him secrets, and he'll eventually tell somebody else the secrets. I don't know. It's a lot to decipher. But anyway, I should have looked at that beforehand and realized it was 0-0 and it was no help at all. It's just a troll. Anyway, JSA is the abbreviation for a creator on here. Um, well, she doesn't create anything. Just Stop Already is her screen name. Yeah, everybody does start at 0 with their account, but you're not going to convince me that uh, a 0-0 account is going to come in here and know everything about me already and start talking trash about me. 0-0 also is some of them are trolls. Not all of them are, but some of them are trolls. Um, oh no, they are not a friend at all, Queen. Don't care, Gene. Do not care. That's usually a dead giveaway for the trolls, and they come in here and they start getting snarky. 0-0, fake picture. Um, Rose, you. This is what I say about everybody. You make that decision. If you decide at the end of this live that you don't like me at all, and you don't want to come back in my lives, you don't want to be a friend on here, that's fine. If you made that decision, um, I tell people to use their own judgment. You come in here, you spend some time, you talk. If you don't like me at the end of it, hey, I'm not everybody's cup of tea. You know, it's not everybody's gonna like me, and you know, but at the end of the day, I'd rather be liked by one person who made their own mind up, uh, rather than be liked by 100 people who was told to like me. And that part I can't answer. I don't know. TikTok does some stupid stuff. But you know, if y'all don't want to watch, y'all don't have to be in here. You know, it's kind of that simple. You know, nobody has to sit here and watch me. You don't like what I'm doing. You don't like that I'm asking for help to get some groceries for me and my wife. You don't have to be in here. Like y'all really don't. You know, even friends that we made off this app. If you get on here, you're not obligated to stay in the live. By all means, you want to come in and say hi and then go watch other stuff, go do it. Nobody is being forced to be in these lives. I even tell my mods. I've got two moderators. Neither one of them are in here right now. Um, if they can get in here, they can get in here. If they can't, they can't. It's life. Hey, Wildcats. You know, right now I'm being able to keep up with everything. I have to be really close on who I put as mods. Um, I do not, Linda. But that's just my thing on here. It's like, if you don't want to watch me, don't watch me. You know, it, you know, there's times where I do get on here and I'm not having to ask for anything. Um, you know, okay, okay, and I think I'm pretty boring. I really do. Sometimes we get on here and we battle. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not. Nobody's obligated to stick around. Nobody's being forced to stick around. If you don't like that I ask for help, then move on. Don't sit here for 2 hours and watch me live. Don't go to someone else's live and stream me. If you don't like watching me, you just don't like watching it. No, we can't move back in with my dad. Okay, Goo Bear. Thank you. Man, I am working. I'm not making enough to. Some weeks I'm fine. Some weeks we're good. Some weeks we're not. But nobody ever wants to talk about the weeks I don't have to get on here and ask for stuff. You always ask for stuff. You always do this. Nobody wants to talk about the um, those times. When overtime is available, yes, Pitbull. Right now, it's the slow point of the year for where I work. Um, so
because people like drama. They base their life around drama. They feed off
they do. I ask for help when I need help. Been looking for another job. I'm not going to argue with you guys about me getting over here and asking for help. I'm not going to do it. I will not be baited into those arguments today. Did you send them under this account or another account? Because someone sent me one back before we moved here, and I didn't have any luck with any of the jobs on that list. And it was the situation we was in. You couldn't use, the Wi-Fi at the hotel wasn't secure enough for I think 3 spots that was on that list. If we would have had a stable spot that's our dedicated Wi-Fi, would have got some of. You know, when did you send them? Because I don't. I remember getting some before we moved here. We moved here in February. And like I just said, checked them. Never got it in. They kept telling us they were sending it. Never got it in. So I stopped messing with them at all. Not from anything you sent, Pitbull, because that was way before we moved. We was waiting on that. Madhouse, what was your last account? Maybe I know. We'll remember what it was. Okay. Well, I mean, if we have the messages, that means I have the messages. Lights on fire. We're doing pretty good. We will know for sure Monday. Um, we will know for sure Monday. Madhouse, I don't remember that one. So, what? Hey, Amanda, we are here. We're trying to get some help with some groceries. Anything would help. So we're trying to get all that straightened out. We'll know Monday if this deal is going to if it's going to work or if it's not going to work, and then we'll know where we go from there. I have been giving them money on what was owed and keeping the rent up to date. That way we don't go back into owing more. Pitbull, I've been trying to, man, but I tell you, it's just like who cares if he was, Chloe? Everybody has the right to associate with whoever they want to on this app. He's coming in here and he showed me respect. We had a conversation with respect. So, Bama girl, not for sure yet. I won't know until Monday. And then we know where we're going after that. So we know if what I've been paying is going to go towards everything and keep us here, or if they're going to take what is owed to the back and all that stuff, and we'll figure all that out Monday. And then hopefully Monday night I can get on here and give everybody an update. That is awesome, Amanda. That is amazing news. That is amazing news. Bama girl, that's kind of up in the air right now. Amanda, I do not remember that. Will you DM me that again, please? Not saying you didn't send that. I'm just saying I don't remember it because there's a lot of conversations that go on. It doesn't, Amanda, and everybody thinks it's just all this big time funding. Amanda, she's been living in her broken down car with her service dog. She finally got her a room, but she's Tennessee and says, yeah, Tennessee has no funding. But everybody can sit back and look at this long list of stuff they see on they can Google it. But the other night they told me not to Google everything because Google isn't trusted. But you can Google a list of help, and you can call 100 places, and you ever get disconnected phone numbers, or you get we don't have the funding. Hey, Teaspoon, you know, and you go to these food banks and these churches and stuff are sitting there. Well, we don't have fun. We don't have food because there's so many people doing without right now. But yet, because you look it up on Google, you've never been in this situation. You just looked it up on Google, and you know everything. You're supposed to just be able to snap your fingers. Yeah. They said, well, go to All for One and look at his list of resources. We did that when we first got in this situation, and it took us to the housing authority was one of them, and we filled out for that list, and we are on that waiting list still for the West Tennessee Housing Authority. That commercial threw me off. That woman just standing in the middle of the road. West Tennessee Housing Authority. We filled out for that when we first got in this situation in 2024. And we got that off of All for One's list because someone was like, hey, All for One's got all these resources. Well, all right, let's go check them out. Pitbull, I don't care who you used to mod for. I don't care who you used to associate with or who you associate with. You come in here respectfully. That's whatever happened then is what happened then. So it's like, to me, it doesn't matter. I talk to people who are with awareness. We have conversations, and they go sit with awareness. You know, Heart Dog, it went towards what it was supposed to go towards. It went towards the back pay. Exactly, Amanda. But everybody thinks that, hey, just because we can type it in a computer and look it up, they have that. They just want money. They just want to go eat a buffet. They don't want a food box. A food box would be amazing right now. You know what? I don't even a Walmart delivery because I don't have a way to go pick it up right now. A Walmart delivery would be amazing. West Tennessee Homeless Solution will tell you flat out that there's no help. A much better job, and I've been on the look for that. Yeah, Denise, I put in for a lot of stuff. I don't know. I wish someone who's done it would please educate me on how to do it. Mama girl, I won't know any of those answers until Monday. I can't sit here and say if it comes to the point to where they say, okay, this agreement's not going to be reached, we're not going to honor this agreement, we're not going to do this. I don't know what the judge is going to say on how many days to move. So I have no clue. Uh, so none of those questions I can answer till after Monday morning. Rescue Dory, you're 100% correct. But Amanda, now you should just be able to call a couple of places, get a bunch of food and a bunch of stuff given to you, and you'll be all right because they say you're supposed to. I don't get too much into political and stuff that Trump is doing in my conversations because that is a slippery slope. But I did see where um, he's importing beef, and I seen where some places are doing. Uh, y'all help me out here. Where they make it in a lab? What's that called? They had a real nice fancy word for it. Exactly, Amanda. But hey, no, you're not trying hard enough. You're not trying to help yourself. Is what they say. I completely understand. I guess lab grown meat would be. They had a fancy name for it, Candy. Uh, they had a really fancy name for it. But yeah, basically they're growing this meat in a lab and they're using it overseas. And now they're starting to. This is just what I've seen on one story, wanting to start using it here in a controlled group to see how the people react to it. But I say, hey, Chaz, I say, what does it even matter anymore? Because they've been putting crap in our food for decades that's not good for us. So it's like, what does it even matter? Amanda, that's what hurts us a lot right now is our transportation's down. Chaz, we've been doing better. Health wise, Angela's getting a lot better. Doing good that way. Got a lot of stress on us. Trying to get some help with some groceries. If anybody can help us with anything with that, we've been on this other conversation about. Uh, you're right, Vanilla. Oh, I remember back in the '80s, like the big thing was like they was testing the cosmetics out on um, like little bunny rabbits and stuff. What's 3,567 for two? I don't understand that comment there. You just put some numbers up and say for two, then ask me how I'm struggling so bad. Milk glass. I'm gonna need more context to that because I don't know where the $3,567 for two came from. Where's your first comment? No, I don't see your first comment, so you probably got filtered. So I don't know where the rest of your comment is. I don't. So if you would like to type that back out, maybe put an emoji in there, change a few words. I don't know. It's definitely good you don't drive being epileptic. Vanilla, I have to agree with you on that. And we're getting in a slippery slope here. The first term of Donald Trump, I thought he did an amazing job. First 4 years. Then when he got out and came back in, I think he's been the worst president we've ever had in history. Actually, Lollipop, it did go towards the back rent. So, and again, if you don't know what you're talking about, don't say it didn't go for something. No, this country is in a worse shape than it's ever been. Everything is so high. This is why I don't talk politics. You know, it's insane. Go look at the gas prices. I know he doesn't run the gas companies and stuff. I know that's a whole Congress thing. It's not just. I just think this whole term. I think our whole. Let me say this. I think our whole government is failing this country. Candy, you might be on something. Uh, Milk glass. Where did you get that? My wage level is $3,500. I wished I made $3,500 a month.
God.
Pitbull, you're right. I think what's got me the most with Trump this one is he's like a little kid who got his ball taken, but then he got his ball back. But then he's got to remind you every day that someone took his ball and he got it back. That's the whole. You can tell me what you're going to do for this country without having to remind me that someone else did this, and the other. You know, is it his fault the economy's in the situation it is? No, it's the government's fault. Like Pitbull said a while ago, he doesn't make he doesn't make every decision himself. Biden didn't make every decision himself. Trump's first term wasn't ever. Obama's none of them. They have a whole. Oh, really? Because milk glass. Somebody else earlier said it was 1,500. Maybe you're looking at the total family gross rather than one person. No, who said? See, this is why I don't go down this road very much because and I'm not saying Trump's being bullied. Who said he's being bullied? I'm saying our government's failed us. And if we can't see that, guys, I have to agree with you on that one. I agree with the definitions of Trump. A woman's a woman, a man's a man. I agree with that wholeheartedly. I don't want to be bullied. How are we getting into bullied here? Let's try to clear this up real quick. Who said Trump's being bullied? I said he's like a kid who got his ball taken away, and he got his ball back, and he has to tell you every day he got his ball back. How is that saying Trump is being bullied? Trump can only do so much. Pitbull, I agree with you on that one, but the people we elect into office, it really is. Because listen, we're not going to agree on politics. We're not going to agree on anything to do with it, and that's how they control us. That's my opinion. My opinion. We've heard it our whole life. Divided we fall, united we stand. You know, Polly Pocket, I think, is from the ground up. I think as and this is going to be the last thing I'm going to say on it. I think as American citizens, we have allowed too many people to stay in Congress for too long and get super rich, and they get to the point to where that's all they see is the dollars in their bank account, and they don't care about the American public anymore because they've got these dollars in their bank account. The problems that we're facing doesn't go to them. It doesn't affect a multi-millionaire if he's paying $4 a gallon for gas. It doesn't. If someone's got $50 million in the bank account, I guarantee you, they don't know what the gas prices are. They pull up, they pump their gas, and they leave. Whereas everyday people worry about that because we're sitting there going, damn, $4 a gallon, I make $20 an hour. For me to get 5 gallons of gas, that's an hour of my life. Okay, hey, that's great if you got 500,000 in the bank account. You worry about, but that's not 50 million, like I said. If you've got millions and millions and millions of dollars in the bank, you're not worried about going to the grocery store and paying high dollar prices because it doesn't affect you because you can do it. Right? Exactly, Pitbull. So that's all I'm saying about politics. I'm getting off that subject right now. We slid down that rabbit hole. So we're getting off that. We're going to go up here and answer some other questions that was asked. I have no opinion on the Lindsay Clancy trial because I don't know anything about that. Only thing I know about that is I seen the Hodge twins reporting on a group of women that was supporting her, and I have not looked any deeper into that. So I have no opinion on that, just because I don't have the knowledge to make the opinion off of it. So, look, that's a lesson that a lot of you awareness people can take. If you don't have the knowledge to make the opinion off something, don't make it. I didn't even know there was a husband in this. To be honest with you, I've seen one more thing about the girl, and it was God, I can't think of his name. He's got all the tattoos and the beard. He was talking about an SUV or something she had and wanted a car. I don't know. Again, don't know enough about anything going on with it to be able to say. I don't know. I don't even know why she would be guilty. I don't know what she did. I don't know what he did. I don't know what either one of them did. So I can't give any opinion on that. Hey, Holly and Ben, I've got to pause 1 second, guys. Good old water pill. Okay, guys, I'm back. Okay. So, yeah, I'm definitely not making any opinion on that. Oh, here's the bad thing. I took that water pill this morning. Yeah. Took the water pill this morning. And it's still working. It's still in full effect. So the missus is making me a cup of decaffeinated coffee. I tell you, we have a dream of a coffee truck. Chad, she's doing a lot better. Hey, Bisquick. But this coffee truck isn't like your normal coffee truck pull up and set up at a place. I want a coffee truck that drives around like a uh, that drives around like a no, not a hot coffee, like an ice cream truck. Drive around playing music through the neighborhood and selling coffee. I think that'd be cool. Yeah, like the ice cream man, except it's the coffee lady coming around. So I mean, with the Keurig, it takes how long to make a cup of coffee? And then she dresses them up real nice, puts them in a nice 3-piece suit. A margarita truck, yeah. Hey, I tell you, man, you might be on to something. Listen, a liquor truck at the lake during the summer. I don't even know. Can you get a liquor license in a truck? All things energy truck, yeah. Listen, since Angela had her little stay in the hospital and everything, and she was in AFib, and she had to get shocked out of that and everything. We cut down to a decaf. And any energy drinks that I used to drink, I don't get anymore because she can't have them. I cut them out myself. Espresso delivery. Have a margarita drive-through in Phoenix? That is wild. Oh. Mm-mm-mm. Some good stuff right there. And I'll tell you something, too, that we don't have one here in this town. Well, there's a place called Pick Sweet. And I know that's food and everything. Is it Pick Sweet Lake?
Yeah.
But they have, yeah, everybody getting a DUI. Like if I was a cop and needed to make some tickets, I would sit close to the margarita drive-through place. But they have the bikini baristas up there on the lake. And they do the refreshers and all that stuff. And during the summer, they say that if you want a drink, be prepared to stand in line for about 45, 50 minutes.
Oh, I bet.
But I see those like Tennessee doesn't even have dispensaries yet. State of Missouri does. They have drive-through dispensaries. But their drive-through is you have to have a pre-placed order. And I only know that because we have a friend that works for one of them. You have to make a pre-placed order and everything to go through. You can't just go through and be like, yeah, give me so, and they go pick it. You got to call ahead and they have the order ready for you. You know, live in a dry county. I've only been to one dry county. Guys, real quick again, if anybody can help us with anything going towards getting us a few groceries, we're just trying to get enough to get through. You know, at least tonight. Maybe kick the day off tomorrow. We're going to make stretch whatever we get. We're going to make it stretch as far as we can stretch it. Unfortunately, we would have to do it through a DoorDash order. Unless I catch someone here going out. Lollipop, to answer that question, if you're still here, if it goes to where they say, hey, we're not going to do this, you're all going to have to leave, instead of paying that next piece to the hotel, I'm going to take the car to get it fixed. Hey, Karen, how are you doing? I cannot tell you one song Cardi B sings, not on purpose. So I would have to say no to liking Cardi B. I don't dislike her. I just don't. Rap to me isn't rap anymore. I don't like. What's tragic, Sarah? Um, the upper and lower O2 sensor needs to be replaced, is what the computer showed. They hooked it up to a computer, showed that's what was. Oh, so, okay, I got you, sir. Uh, and I don't know enough to do it myself. Uh, I'm limited on what I do on cars because I don't know cars that much. Change battery, alternator, put a belt on, stuff like that. Yeah. Don't have the tools though. Bippity bobbity. If I had the tools, yeah, I could probably look it up on YouTube and figure it out. Didn't say I had the money to fix the car right now. Who are you watching me through? Because you came back with that answer, so you're probably over on JSA watching me. Oh, did she do WAP? Okay, then I know that song by accident. Everybody knows that song. I don't need tools to replace an O2 sensor.
How are you supposed to do it?
I don't know. I mean, I may not. I may not need them. I don't know. What was said, Lollipop, was if O2 is a plug and play, it's like a fuse. Oh, okay. So it's just unplugging and plugging one back. Okay, gotcha. I didn't know that.
No.
So that changes things. Thank y'all for that piece of information. I really appreciate that. I will be looking that up on YouTube. I don't know cars, guys. Like I said, I can change a battery. I can change an alternator. Depends on where they're at, and really depends on the car. I got really good at changing the alternator on a '97 Honda Civic. Um, so I replaced four of them. I can do spark plugs, the simple stuff. Once it gets down into it, I don't know, and I'm like, Well, then what's the right info, camper critter? Okay, and y'all might both be right. I'm sure they might be different on the different model cars. So it'd be something to look up to. YouTube's where I learned the thermostat on a Honda Civic. Uh, don't ask. That was uh, had a '97 Honda Civic thermostat stuck closed. Uh, Thank you, Camper. I'm definitely going to look more into it. I'm going to watch some YouTube videos and see what I need. If it's as easy as it sounds from some of them, then I'll tackle it myself. If it's not, then I'll still have to depend on finding someone who can do it for me. But anyway, uh, we were trying to put this thermostat on this Honda Civic. I called my dad, asked him, "Hey, can you bring out some tools? I got a thermostat. I think my thermostat's stuck closed." He came out. We took it off. It was stuck. It was bad. Um, and thank you, Deanna. Uh, an hour into it, we're aggravated because we can't get it to set right. We can't get it to do right. We've done this. We've done that. I pull out my phone, look at YouTube, type something in, look at YouTube, and went, "Holy crap!" Reached down there, shifted it. It needed to be shifted counterclockwise to about 70 degrees, and reached down there and just kept shifting it, and it popped right in place and put the hose right back on it and went. And I was just like, my dad sat there and looked at me. He goes, "Oh, well, son," he said, "I ain't never had one that you just had to. You usually just put them in there and put the groove in there and change it out." But I learned that day on the '97 Honda Civic. Hey, J Bear. I'll be honest with you too. I don't even know where O2 sensors are on this car. Can anyone enlighten me on that one too? It's what's our car? 2007. 2007, because they told us 2006.
That's right.
And when we tried to get a part for it, they're like, "Oh, your car didn't come out in 2007."
Yeah, that's right.
It's 2007 Lincoln MKZ.
Mm-hmm.
So if anybody knows where the O2 sensors are, hey, I'll definitely take some advice here, look into it, see if it's something that I can do myself. If it's something simple to get to. The 2007 Lincoln MKZ. Uh, 160 something thousand. I know it's in the 160,000 range. Okay. I know they told me it was both of them. It said upper and lower. Hey, Karen. And I get the whole deal about, well, how come you ain't mentioned your cars? And that's because I don't want anybody sitting here telling me I'm dry begging to get the. Okay. Well, hopefully today, Jay Bear, we're needing help getting some groceries. That's what we need help with right this moment. Getting some very good advice about the car, though. Oh. Well, if it fixes it not getting enough power, when I took it over to the place, they hooked it up to their little computer thing and came back and said it was the O2. My car is messed up, but like today, our biggest deal is getting groceries. So if I replace both of them and it allows the car to run good, I'm fine. You know. But that was really the only thing it threw for was O2 sensors. You know. So okay. Jay Bear, she's doing a lot better. She's here with me.
Hey.
Jay Bear been around with us since the get go. He was one of the first people, or they was one of the first people to come into our live. Would absolutely take a food delivery. 100% would.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody knows where we're at now anyway, so it's.
Yeah.
Whoa! Quick hands, about to drop my phone for no reason at all. You had them replaced a couple of weeks back. Now, I'm around everything. Basically, I mean, I'm around everything. So it's I don't know why I do that sometimes. I scratch my upper lip by biting on it. I've always done that. Don't know why. She is Beans up there with you, ain't she? She's up there getting some mommy snuggles. She got up this morning, did her morning routine, and now she's doing her daily routine of nothing. Just chilling, relaxing. Ooh. So I was gonna say this coffee ain't kicking in, but it's decaf, so it's not going to. How old is Juju? It's a guessing game, really, to be honest with you, because we have not had Juju our whole life. I'm gonna say she's at least 12.
Yeah.
If she's any younger than 12, I'll be completely surprised. Because we've had her for how many years now?
Let's see.
When did Granny pass?
That's what I was.
Granny passed during COVID.
Yeah.
At least 2021. We've had her since 2021. At least. So that's 5 years we've had her. And Granny had her for a long time before that.
Yeah.
And then it took us about a year to catch her. Because, listen, she was Angela's grandmama's dog. And when she passed, she just I'm going to say she got depressed. She didn't want to be around people. We put food out for her. She'd go eat. She stayed around the house. She'd eat. When did we have that really bad winter? She is actually Deborah. When Reelfoot Lake froze over and everything, and people was out there walking on it.
Yeah.
It got bitterly cold. It was during COVID.
Yeah.
We actually had to set a trap, like a raccoon trap, out on the front porch to catch her because nobody could do anything with her. We called her, brought her in during that ice storm because it was so cold. But she wouldn't have made it outside. I mean, it's just talking about single digit numbers with negative number wind chill factors. Called her, brought her in the house. She hid up underneath the bed for about 2 months. Uh, so we was going through a shuffle of I'd have to move the bed, clean up everything for because she wouldn't come up underneath the bed. We was in Granny's house. She was missing Granny, and I come home from work one night. I worked second shift at Rough Country, and Angela texted me, and she said, "I'm going to rearrange the furniture tonight. Hope you don't mind." I didn't care. As long as my chair was where I could sit down when I got home, I didn't care. Got home, pulled up, looked inside, and I went, "Oh, Angela's sitting there with Juju, or sitting there with a little bit." And when I went inside, it was Juju Bean. Her real name is Julie. That's what Juliet. Everybody called her Julie. I started calling her Juju. You know how it is with fur babies. You give them nicknames. And Angela had pushed her recliner to where Granny kept her recliner, and was sitting there. And she said that she was sitting there watching TV, and then all of a sudden, Juju was in her lap. Well, Rue, have you been to the bathroom lately? Says, has their dog gone out lately? Have you been to the bathroom lately? Do y'all want to know Juju's bathroom schedule? Do y'all want to know her schedule? I have been on live for 2 hours and 5 minutes. And Juju went out earlier. And when she needs to go out again, she lets us know.
They make me laugh so hard.
Bisquick asked, "Did you wipe number 1 or number 2?" They try to get you on neglecting them, but Juju's far from being neglected.
Yeah, I mean, you can look at her and tell she's not neglected.
How are they going to have a VMA award show when there's no more videos? Bubba Bub. It's going, man. It's going. Been asked if she's up to date on her shots. Well, she is. And I've been asked when's the last time she's gone out.
I'm glad that they think that every little thing that goes on in our life is their business.
Yeah. Well, Rue, you think what you want to think. She's over there curled up in bed right now with Angela. Angela's sitting on the side of the bed. Bean is right next to her. And when she needs to go out, she'll get up and she'll come over and she'll paw at you. And then we take her out. Y'all, Rue, do you want me to take her out now and you can watch her?
You want to watch me go potty? You want to know my schedule? Hey, baby. Hey, baby.
Anyway, She is a Jack Russell Chihuahua mix.
Hello.
And right now she is laying down getting belly rubs. Can you see her?
Who wants to see her?
I mean, she gets a. She's. Sometimes she's popular on here.
Oh, she is, but if it's that real idiot, it
No.
just looks to be nosy.
Hey, sure she remembers you. Yeah, hang on 1 second. Yeah. Yeah, she remembers exactly who you are. She's here with me.
Hey,
Hang on a minute. I know you don't want to be seen. You don't want to be shown.
there's my baby. There's my baby.
That's not the right button. No, does that look like she's got any hardship? Hey, Bean. Yeah. She said, hey, sweetness. She doesn't want to be seen on camera. What is.
What'd you do?
I don't know. Okay, I flipped my screen and it looked like I was sitting sideways. I was Paul Wall. And before y'all come at me about her watch, that's a $20 watch from Walmart that she's had for a very long time. How have you been doing? She's up here getting loved right now. You gotta pat her on the butt. She likes the firm pat on the butt. Not a little dainty little. AI summary. A relaxed chat about their senior dog, Juju. She's a senior. She gets a senior citizen discount at Chewy. I should have said PetSmart. She is. She's just busy today. You know, that's what I always tell my mods. Like, hey, if y'all got stuff to do, I understand it. Can't always make it in here. It happens. You know, oh, wow. I don't know if it's Darren's or Cameron
Uh-huh.
got the 1,000-pound club
Oh,
today on their combined lifts,
yeah.
deadlift, bench, and
Oh.
squat. I'm sure I know Cameron
I
got it
was
because
gonna say,
that
I know
boy,
Cameron had to get it.
that boy had a powerlifting meet here in town, and a couple of my buddies went to it, competed in it, and I don't know. I don't know if he's sharing it or if he's sharing it for our buddy. But they got the 1,000-pound club. Do I? I do. Thank you. Well then, there we go. Appreciate that. It happens. Y'all get a good laugh out of that one. Well, see, that's the thing. If you look into TikTok's terms of agreement, if you don't want anybody to be filming you and reposting it in other places, you can put that, but it doesn't do any good. I actually need to take that off there because it actually doesn't do any good. So, yeah, it's supposed to be one of the terms of agreement here, but everybody knows how loosely TikTok is. So, it is what it is. Okay, that's fine. I didn't take it as hate. I just took it as you asked in the question. But guys, hang on one second. I need to pause you guys. Like I said earlier, y'all know by now. Water pill. Sorry, guys. Sometimes it works on me really hard throughout the day. Sometimes I take it and don't even realize I've taken it. I'm a little worried about that receding part right there. What's this guy's story? I'm a guy who is struggling, who is trying to bounce back, but it's not bouncing very high. I don't know what the. I guess Tara is back off of there. I said you didn't want to be on camera. She said, understandably, me neither. And that's the. But anyway, if anybody can help us with anything at all, Blue Moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. We got a blue moon coming. Shine on the one who's gone and made you blue. A blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one who made you blue. I don't know the next line. Anybody know the next line of that song? So guys, if anybody could help us out with anything, guys, anything at all. Well, hello back to you, Buffalo. How are you doing? Hmm. We've got a thunderstorm warning here, and it's starting to get a little cloudier out there. Not too bad, not dark clouds, just normal clouds. So, hoping that the thunderstorms miss us and it doesn't get too bad on anybody.
So let me just ask this: Would it help ease anybody's mind into helping us if I showed y'all we didn't have any food? It's starting off to be a very stressful weekend, so not all that great. We are desperately needing any kind of help with getting us something to eat. Lollipop. I know I've seen that name somewhere else. Oh, wait a minute. How's your weekend going, Glamorous? That's good. Well, guys, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna stay on. If anybody can help us with anything at all, because when I tell you guys, our little Frigidaire, it's the freezer, like 3 pieces of Texas toast is kind of frozen over some ice trays. It's the fridge. A few condiments, coffee creamer we need to definitely throw out. What's back there in the far corner? Some butter, some cream cheese, some more butter in a container. Pauline, it looks like we're not going to be making anything for supper. Because we don't have anything to make. Sounds good. Hey, Jess Bears. How are you doing? Don't have any money, J Bear. That's the biggest problem we're having right now is which we just don't have any money to get anything with. We ran out of food and out of money. Oh man, that sucks, Polly. I've already been through that a bunch of times. You might not have been in here, Linda. They don't have anything to give out right now. You was affected by the storms up there? Hey, Wingo. How have you been doing? Thank you, Jay Bear. Wingo, we've been better. We're trying to come up with something to eat tonight, and uh, it doesn't look too promising. I like how it puts the little tags out there beside people now and lets you know how long y'all been friends. Jay Bear's got a tag out there that says 621 days.
Really.
Gotta love the ignorance of that. Looks like you'll survive without a meal or two
Again.
from them.
Right. I'm not even going to give that like middle school because
Let's see. Their profile says Army veteran, farmer. I love to make MAGA mad by informing them of the facts. His cash out is unstable veteran. Hey, Twisted Sister. Been a lot better. Wingo, what are you talking about? Is this post you've been seeing? I don't know the rest of the. Did I miss the rest of the comment? Twisted Sister right now just trying to come up with some money for some groceries or actual groceries or anything to get us through because we have nothing. I don't get to see the other posts, Wingo. It must be filtered. If you'll try it again, maybe throw in some. I don't know. It could be trying to use a filtered word or something. We do not, Linda. It would be awesome. I think I don't know if I would drink a macaroni milkshake. Talking about cheese, how much you love cheese. The hell, I love macaroni milkshakes. I ain't never had that one. I don't know. That'd be rough to even try. I don't guess I like cheese as much as I thought I did. Carl's burner says hello.
Hey,
They come in here a lot. They're the one that because they just didn't agree with everything JSA was saying at night. She went and doxed who he was on his burner account to everybody. It's just high doll. High doll. I said that to high doll. High doll. Uncooked noodles can double as a straw. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how that was bringing awareness to me by doxing who you was on your burner account. Like, that made no sense. But don't dox her because they'll start doxing your family. Never done an e-transfer. I don't know how to even go about them or how to do them. Only thing that I have right now is PayPal and Venmo. I don't know what e-transfer is, so
now, is it a e-gift card? Is that what it
no,
is?
e-transfer is what they said from Canada. I have heard that before, yeah, because someone else had to explain it to me that it was a Canada thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I've never done anything with that. I have had people send me from Canada and they've used PayPal. I don't know how much the exchange rate got them though. Hey, Jacqueline, how you been doing? Hannah, it's his money to do with what he wants to do with. So I don't understand how people think they can stand up and tell someone else not to do something with their money. Oh yeah, I definitely can't do one of those. They are no dice, but when you have no money, they're might as well be as expensive as a steak. Jacqueline, it's been pretty rough. I think it's the last time you've been on. I don't know if you've been on since Angela was in the hospital and got out. We've had a lot going on. Now this weekend, we're sitting here trying to figure out any form of grocery or food that we can for the night, at least the night. Hey, Be Kind, how are you doing? She's doing a lot better. Uh, say it's yes, I am. DM it to me, Wingo. All the change in the car has been depleted. That was and the change that I set up there by my keys and stuff when I empty out my pockets. That's been depleted a long time ago. But I hardly ever have cash. Usually, anytime when I have money, it stays on the card, and I just use the card. I couldn't really tell you the last time that I actually had cash, other than just a few bucks in my wallet. That dude was trying hard to bait me. What happened with what? be kind because there's been a lot. Deshaun, yes, I do. Okay, Wingo. I'll have to check it after I get off, but I'll answer you there. Linda, no, I'm not. It might be the wildest name I've ever seen in my life on here. I don't know if I can say it, but hold on. I gotta. I didn't know if I could say that on here, but I had to tell Angela what it was. Not yet, Jay Bear. We'll find out on that situation Monday for sure, and then be able to figure out what direction we're going in from there. My life's kind of like a gas fire that someone pours gas on top of about every 4 to 5 hours. You know what's so crazy about this whole life?
What?
Okay, yeah, a majority of the awareness people I have blocked, but on this account, I don't have JSA blocked because she blocked me first. When I sent the question, because I unblocked her, sent her a question, left it unblocked so she could answer the question. Um, and so it's like, if she wanted to come in here and say anything, all thing she would have to do is unblock me. Is that my last drink? No, thank goodness. You do, Yazzie? That's fine. Thank you, Linda. Like who you want to like, hate who you want to hate. Just do it on your own decisions. You know. No, it's not the Jessica Simpson Association. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. What's going on with my nose? Is that a hair y'all seeing? Here. It's a good thing, Jay Bear. Whew. Thought my neck was going to pop. I thought it was going to pop hard. Guys, before I get off here in a few minutes, can anybody help us with anything going towards getting us something to eat tonight? We're trying to get something to put towards groceries. Uh, that's a good thing, Jay Bear, that you don't know. That you've never heard of her. I wish I could say the same thing. Stay on 5 more minutes. That'd be 5 o'clock my time, and it'd be 2 hours and 45 minutes on. Bear with me here, guys. Probably will. I know there's. Hey, Jesse, you're just getting on about the time I'm getting home. It hasn't really been too bad today, though. Um, Probably will jump back on later on tonight. May jump back on here pretty soon. I got to plug my phone up and get all that situated and try to. I don't know. May just take a few minutes to stretch my legs and. You're good. You're good. You got a 15 comment ban for bullying.
Maybe.
This quick. Wonder where you went there for a second. What comment bullied somebody? Now there was somebody that popped in here just a few minutes ago, and they had their whole page set up like it was a TikTok page, trying to tell me that I violated. And when I went and looked at it, it wasn't a TikTok thing. So I don't know. It's weird. Yeah, Sarah did. It was like TikTok mod. We're planning on watching a movie tonight. We've been waiting on this Lifetime movie. Yes, do not at me. She has watched Lifetime so much that I actually got interested in a Lifetime movie that's coming on. So we're going to watch that at 7. And then whenever that goes off, we'll probably pop back on, try to do some battles and just, take our mind off the night. She's watching one tonight at 7. I'm going to watch it with her about the babysitters.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
What was the movie last night? She was watching one last night. I don't know. I didn't watch it last night.
I think I'll end up turning it because it did all.
Yeah, she was like an hour into it, and I think we ended up watching Pressure Luck.
Yeah.
But she's watching one tonight about the babysitters where they go and they babysit for single fathers. Excuse me. That burp came out of nowhere. And they start prostituting. They're Jamaican. They're prostitutions. Um, and
What's that one I watched the other night that it was like taken.
they sell fathers aren't single. Father, yeah. Yeah, Bisquick said they're suckered into watching it too. Yeah, she watches the. I don't know if it's LMN or I think it's LMN.
Most times that'll be
She watches that a lot, and so far we've seen the the girl in the wall, the girl in the cabin, the girl in the basement, the girl in the attic, the girl in the container unit, the girl in the hole. I'm not exaggerating here.
no, you're really not. The girl in the closet, the girl upstairs.
Yeah, the girl in the closet, the girl upstairs, the girl in the trunk. That girl been everywhere.
The girl in the window.
The girl in the forest. The ones she watches that are like based off true stories are some of them are wild. I mean, just
Well, most of them on there are true stories. Majority of them.
that one she watched where the girl in the wall
Yeah.
was based off a true story, and he kept that girl in the wall. Like that's no exaggerating. Um, the wall in his house had a big enough space in one room where you could turn sideways, and he kept the girl locked inside that wall. Like he rocked over and made it look like there wasn't a door there, and hid the girl inside this wall for years. And I don't remember how she got free. Yeah, she was living inside the wall. And he had a full-fledged family in the house, like wife, children, everything, but had this girl that he kidnapped uh, living inside the wall. And I was just like, this is a true story? And then I'm wanting to say how he got caught was the wife was going to have the room remodeled. She was going to have I think this is it right here. She was going to have the room remodeled because it was more like a catch-all room. She was paying someone to come in to redo the room because she was pregnant, and that's how she was going to surprise her husband when he came back from his business trip. She was going to surprise him with, hey, we got this room painted, and it's going to be our nursery for our baby we've been trying to conceive. And when they was demoing the room, they found the door and then opened it up, and there she was in the wall. And I was just like, this is a true story? And then they did the whole, the girl who was living at this, all that stuff and updates at the end.
The caretaker next door was the one I thought I was going to like last night. Wow.
The caretaker next door was what she was starting to watch last night, but ended up not liking it. Okay. Anyway, guys, I've got to charge my phone, and we'll be back on, guys. We'll figure everything out. Thank you, guys. Y'all been a pretty chill chat today. Even the haters have been chilled. Y'all be safe. Be kind to each other. And come back a little bit after 9 and I'll give a movie review. This quick, you don't be bullying nobody on the post. 15 posts restriction. And have no idea what he was restricted on. No idea, because they don't tell you.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We will see y'all later. I gotta do it one more minute. I can't end it 2 hours 49. I gotta have it at a interval. There it is. 2 hours 50 minutes. Thank you everybody who double tapped. Thank you everybody who followed. Thank you for all the gifts. Just a little bit, sir. Just a little bit. And we'll see you guys after a while.